everyone, Ra Saint here, Legacy Futures Trading Group. Today is Friday, yay! Happy weekend to everyone. You know I don't like weekends because there is no market, well at least futures market, because there's always the crypto market, but I don't get into that. And well, you can see here that we had an awesome trading day. All right, and this video, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments because I explain a lot as I've been doing lately. Okay, why I am not trading at a certain time, what am I looking for, the full setup, everything. You have everything that I go through, okay, into making my analysis. So I hope that helps you out in understanding the market. Of course, there are other things that I don't mention in these videos, not because I don't want to, but because there are a lot of things going backstage, if you know what I mean, in the trading world, news, price action, for example, the day of the week, the hour of the day, a lot of stuff that I consider into my trading strategy, okay, my trading execution, that it's not mechanical, okay, like, well, it's more kind of a little bit fundamental. But this was a great trade. I hope you enjoy it, and let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, everyone, it's 10:05 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Perfect time to trade. We are here trading the NASDAQ futures, June 2025 contract, September. I'm still in June 2025, September 2025 contract, and wait, let me do this. Big, okay, basic stuff that I don't have ready, so I have already. All right, so it's Friday. I usually look for trades. I took a trade last night, but this is for VanLife day traders, and usually I like looking for trades around after 10 in the morning. Give the market half an hour after the US opening session. But here's the thing, I'm not gonna even take a trade in the next hour or two, and here's the explanation of why, because por qué. Right now here in the 15-minute chart, okay, market has been doing a really nice sell, okay, and then boom, and they reach here a target zone. I don't have it marked, but I know it's there. And then boom, market bounce very nicely, and now we have here a lower low, okay, that's okay, but then we have here a higher high, meaning that, how can I interpret this, explain this so you can understand it? Okay, there's a lot of right now uncertainty. Is market gonna keep on pushing to the upside, or if market going to go to the downside? Let's make the full analysis here, okay, so we can understand what's going on. We're gonna go to the daily chart first. Pop daily chart, and we can see here, okay, market doing they're not all-time highs, but its market has been going pretty much recovering, right? Actually, anyway, moving to the upside really nicely. Okay, it's been on a big bullish trend, and it doesn't look like it's gonna reverse anytime soon. So we have to be careful with those. When market reaches those high levels, we have a resistance zone here, as we can see. Okay, market broke that resistance zone and came back down. So that's kind of a warning sign. Let's go to the 2-hour chart then. And we have here, okay, same thing. We have a big push to the upside, retracement, a retest of the high, here, and then another retracement, and here we are right now. And here's one of the most important things that I teach my students, and you have that benefit here. The last 2-hour candle, okay, we had this was around midnight, okay. I don't remember, shooting star or whatever the name is, I don't care, or spinning tops, and then we have right a very nice bearish move. Sorry, and then market reached a level, bounced back, and then they came back down. But check this out. Okay, market pushed to the upside. They didn't reach that resistance level. I don't go much by those levels, but it's a nice observation here. Okay, they spend a lot of time around this pivot point level and then support level. Market didn't even reach that support level and bounced right back. So they're managing the price between that resistance and support level. Okay, now this last 2-hour candle, okay, we had, in this case we had, they broke the previous low and ended up green, then they break the previous high and ended up red, and in the end this candle, they break the low, they break the high, and it didn't reach that support level, and now they're pushing to the upside, which we could expect a continuation to the upside, but this candle right here gives me a lot of volatility. Okay, this could be a stop loss hunt, of course, and then a continuation to the upside. If that's gonna be the case, which right now it looks like, but the probability of market at least retracing at some point are really high. Okay, I don't see a clear continuation move. Well, we see it here in this 2-hour candle, but that's this candle only has been open for less than 15 minutes. So when we see it like this, it's like, oh great, market is on a bullish run. Okay, they took the stops here, they didn't even reach that support level, and market should continue to the upside. But at some point in this next hour and 3/4, at some point market could retrace. They could retest this low and that's a risk I am not willing to take. So if we were having a trading room, we would be, in fact, actually, I'm speaking like this because I am sleepy. I only got up to make this video explaining to you guys why I am not taking any trades at 10 in the morning. I'm like, oh, there's nothing to do in the market. I can stay in bed resting. But I say, let me make this video for these guys so they can kind of understand what's going on. All right, so now when we go to this 15-minute chart, okay, we see all this mess, and then a bounce right back. So what's gonna happen next? We don't know. I don't know. I make projections, not predictions. A continuation to the upside is highly probable based on what we saw on the daily chart. But for now, I would love to see we already have that move, a retracement, and then a continuation. Okay, we don't know if this is gonna be a pivot, but let's suppose that it is. Then we have all these zones. We have a resistance zone. We have a support zone number 1. We have a support zone number 2 right here. I don't think they're gonna go to that second support zone. They might even bounce around here, around the major. We have a major and a minor entry level right there beside each other, so I'm not gonna even consider that, but they might. Oh, I'm sorry. They might bounce around here somewhere. I hope you're not yawning too. Let me know in the comments, okay? What you know about, what you think about these education videos that I make. If you rather see just trades, then I'll save some space for those two, and or a combination of education and trading. I know it's more exciting to see a trade than to see the education, but this is important, okay? Understanding the market is really important, because I could take a trade here, and well, hopefully if it's winning trade, I'll post it, and that'll be awesome. And if it's a loser, well, I don't post it, and well, that's that. Nobody finds out about that. Actually, some people think that's what I do. Well, you've seen some of my losing trades, so that's why I'm not taking any trades right now. I could sell the market and grab a few points here and be done. You know, I like looking for 10 to 15 points. Well, 15 to 20. So it's really easy to grab a few points in any of the moves, but that's not the idea of this of trading. Of course, I trade for a living. I don't do videos for a living. So no trade here until I see price action. Okay, I see a nice bounce of these levels, and then we have between support and resistance, we have 47 points. Okay, if I trade 2 contracts, that's 90 points. I look for 15 to 20. So that's this could be a great move. Of course, we are not gonna buy here, and I'm not gonna sell here. That's pretty clear. That's just the space that we have from zone to zone. That doesn't mean market is gonna reach either of them. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I'm just gonna pause this, and I'll go do something else, because we can say here, if I need to see a retracement and a pivot for a continuation, at least for 30 more minutes, I mean, market could continue to the upside. Okay, that this is not a setup yet. Okay, it's I'm placing the points, but this is not a pivot yet. Maybe in 5 minutes, probably in 5 minutes, we have a nice buy setup, but I don't trade 5 minutes. Let's look at the 5-minute chart and see. And then if I take a trade, oh right, you say you did it, we're not gonna take a trade in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, these are the ones that worry me. And these, well, actually, you know what? We're in, it's 10:20. 10:20. Okay, I would love to see a push, and then we could buy around here, and then that would be like 12 to 15 points. So it could work, but I don't know. I don't like this cluster right here. I need to see some more. I need some more information before deciding to enter a trade. And maybe, I don't know if some of you trade per indicators, but the stochastic here are saying, well, market is overbought, I'm gonna look for a sell setup. Well, I wouldn't sell the market, because market could retrace. That's what I'm waiting for, but don't trade, but because the indicators are showing certain stuff. Okay, at least that's my opinion, and my opinion only. So okay, let's get this out of the way. We already have the zones, and that's that. We're gonna stop here, and we'll be back as soon as something happens. All right, everyone. Catching a few minutes ago. Sorry, I was just too concentrated, like an orange juice, in the market. But let's go and okay. Let me explain what happened here. And okay, we mentioned that we had a low, that we had a high here. Actually, it ended up being here. Okay, a push. We mentioned that in 5 minutes that could be a setup, and that's exactly what happened. I'm not gonna go back and forth. Okay, if you have your charts, you can go and look it up. I don't want to make this video too long. So I always look at 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, okay, we have this pivot here, okay, and market kind of hesitated. But what helped me understood that we might get a bullish setup. We already went over that. All right, market didn't even reach these support zones, and but check out this. They bounce off that major entry level, push to the upside, they break the high. Okay, we have a resistance zone here. They broke the high, came back down, retested that major entry level again, pop, rejected. Third time is a charm. Market open, this candle open, they pushed to the downside, and as soon as I saw that turn around, that was my trigger. I entered to contract 23,401, and we wrote it up. It took a little bit. This candle here, they hesitated. Okay, we have a high, we have a lower high, but as soon as this candle opened, pop, they break that high and went straight to resistance zone. I closed my trade 23,426.75. So that's 25.75 points. Really awesome trade for a Friday morning, and I am DONE done for the week. I hope you're having an awesome trading week. But let me finish this really quickly. You know how this goes, and NASDAQ buy setup. Let me know in the comments how your week has been. Okay, what are your plans for the weekend? I don't have really plans for the weekend other than keep on working on La Gatita. NASDAQ buy setup, we have entry. I even forgot how this goes to at 23,401. We have one contract at 475, but that's okay. Okay, then we have here target, and I was so tempted to close this trade way before. Okay, but I was so confident that I said, you know what, Ra, let's hold it because this is gonna be an awesome, great trade. So I held it. Yep, and it's Friday, so we're done. That we mentioned 25.75 points. Okay, we have here to no, this hasn't happened in a while, so I am not happy about this. You know, sometimes I mess things up, so that's pretty cool. For you anyway, I don't get mad, but I have to laugh at it. Total trade, let's hope I don't mess it up here. That's 51.5 points, because 25.75 times 2, 51.5 points, which equals, that's 1,000, that's 102.03, $1,030. Why? Because ¿por qué? Because we know market gives 20 bucks per NASDAQ point. Now I have to get out, and I don't want to go outside. It's just way too hot and humid, and well, you know Florida weather. It's funny because a lot of people come in the summertime to Florida and they don't know it's just too freaking hot and humid, and then pours, and it's stormy. It's crazy. But anyway, we have to do what we have to do. And that's it for today. I hope you're having an awesome trading week. And let's all have an awesome weekend. Remember, you want to learn my trading strategy. You want to join our trading group. Questions, comments, complaints, jokes. You know what to do. Saint Legacy Futures Trading Group for VanLife Day Traders. Have a great one. Ka-ching.